So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be...
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bayer Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you. Tries from a long way out. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Kilishoy, decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's been slipped through. He's got away. Kilishoy! And he should have made it 4.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Upamecano clears it away. Referee's given a throw. Hakimi stood it. He's going for goal! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And they're threatening to fly away here. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Hakimi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on it. Can he get a chance? Incredible! Just incredible!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Incoming delivery. Shot a goal! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hakimi. Space for him to turn and look. Jordan Henderson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Throw in. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. James Rodriguez. Chetri. Pass is just off target. Now he's got space here. James. This Chetri! It's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The goal scorer for Leverkusen after 18 minutes is...
At least that has given their people something to smile about.
Chetri.
Hazard. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. McAllister. De Bruyne. Knocks it into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2, then. Oh, good climb! Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short, and this is Ronaldo. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's De Bruyne. A quick look, thought about cutting inside, and the keeper beats it away. Chetri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Look at the space here. That is a crunching tackle. You have to say that. He's having a pop! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
James. Ball played for Dembele. Stojkovic. And here's James. Judge, surely! It's a goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Bayer Leverkusen get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So the perfect chance to get one back. Stojkovic! Outstanding save to keep that out. De Bruyne tries to play it through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. James Rodriguez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. And that is a little undercooked. Chetri does really well there. He is... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Stojkovic tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nice looking ball. Araujo cuts it out. He's in a great position here. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, good spread. Bayer Leverkusen are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Arsenal get their fourth corner. De Bruyne goes short. Yamal! De Bruyne with a definite foul there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Aimed beyond the defence. And it's James Rodriguez. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hakimi has found the net here, of course. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nicely weighted ball.
3 minutes at a time.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dembele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened? And one more try! And it's in! They're back within reach! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Bayer Leverkusen may be down, but not out just yet. And the shot! And there's a goal! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Bayer Leverkusen can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hazard did well to stay calm there. Yamal. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yamal. Kilit Shoy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they've got it again. And he's found a way. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, there was plenty on that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Matheus Cunha. Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's superb. And it's James Rodriguez. Can he get away here? De Bruyne did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well read, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? That is great defending, so alert. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Stojkovic, looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. A probing pass. Good read, needed to be. Timber can clear it away. James Rodriguez. It's James! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The ball is bounced loose now. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he kill it? Soy! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Arsenal can now
Number
introduce
9,
the first of their substitutes.
Number 11,
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking
on the
good.
field.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Number 16.
Lovely
Number
pass, but can he
22,
get there?
Pepe.
Cunha picks it up out wide. Played up towards the front line. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Kilicsoy clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's James. Garcia defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Batistuta. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.